What's good, everybody? Today is episode 22 of Let's Learn the Gospels. We are on chapter 8 of Matthew, part 2. So, in chapter 8, part 2, we are discussing the cost of following Jesus and the wind and water obeying Jesus, right? So, a large crowd is still around him, right? And after he saw the large crowd still surrounding him, he made the order to cross over to the other side of the sea. Now, the cost of following Jesus is pretty extreme. It seems harsh to a lot of readers. And he says in verse 20, Jesus told him, "Foxes have dens and birds of the sky have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head." "Lord," another one of his disciples said, "first let me go bury my father." But Jesus told him, "Follow me and let the dead bury their own dead." Now, when I first read this, I thought this was extremely harsh, right? Saying that let the dead bury your dead when you're talking about your parents. He's just insisting that the obligation to God, to following God, should be higher than your obligation to your parents, right? And it seems harsh, especially if you love your parents like I do. It seems harsh, but regardless, this is what Jesus insists. Now, as Jesus got into the boat to head over to the other side of the sea, his disciples followed him. But as they were sailing across the other side of the sea, suddenly a violent storm arose, and the boat started to be swamped by the waves that the storm was causing, but Jesus continued to sleep while on the boat. One of his disciples came up to him, woke him up, and said, "Lord, please help us, we're going to die on this boat." And Jesus replies to him, verse 26, "Why are you afraid, you of little faith?" Then he got up and rebuked the winds and sea, and there was a great calm. Now, obviously, his disciples were amazed because a lot of them still doubted that he was truly the one sent by God, but him showing his power to control nature really set in stone that he is the one sent by God. Another amazing thing about this section is that he asks, "Why are you afraid, you of little faith?" He is insisting again that as long as you have faith in God, God will handle the rest of it. You will be taken care of by God. There's no reason to be afraid as long as you have faith in God.